I'm Bill, this is Mike.
Hello.
We're here at Highland Hill Farm, and today we're going to talk about our gun cabinet. Every farm has a gun cabinet, or else it's probably not a farm. But at any rate, we'll start off the story by telling you how we got our gun cabinet. We got our gun cabinet about 35 years ago when we first started to have this farm. We rented out little buildings to help pay for the farm, and one of our tenants was a cabinet maker. And he said he didn't have some money for rent, so he said he'd build me a gun cabinet. So that's how I got my gun cabinet. Now, at the time when I first got my gun cabinet, I didn't have any guns. But over the years, we've acquired quite a few guns. And this is not the only gun cabinet we now have. We have quite a few. So Mike, what is your favorite gun in the gun cabinet? And let's tell the people about it, okay?
Alright, you want to show it then?
We'll pull it out and show it to them.
Alright, my favorite gun that I have in this gun cabinet is actually this little tiny guy right here. This is, my dad, him, bought this gun for me when I was little. It was my first gun I ever had. It's called a 44 Winchester Magnum. And it's a lever action. It's a very nice, small gun. Even though it's a small gun, it's small bullets, it still fires very nicely. We took it out, and every time we shoot it, it's always a blast. We took it out to New Mexico, and while we were out in New Mexico, we found out that this was one of the most fun guns that we brought along for that trip. We had some real large guns and some real small guns, but this was the favorite. It's just a nice, compact, light gun. You can put a couple bullets in here without a problem and shoot for a while. It doesn't have much problems with like lugging it around, or it doesn't have a lot of kickback to it, so it's a loud noise, but not a lot of kickback to it. It is a nice gun for a little kid, but this was my favorite. If I had to pick out any gun here, and only allowed to keep one of them, this is the one I would keep, because it's my first.
Well, now I'm going to tell you about my favorite gun in this gun cabinet, which is not my favorite gun because I have other gun cabinets. But, at any rate, my favorite gun in this gun cabinet happens to be my most recent addition, which is, if we can find it, this one right here. This is a Model 870. It's a 12-gauge shotgun. And the reason I like this the most in there is I wanted to get a short-barreled shotgun, which this is, but I didn't want to pay for this. And I did not have to pay for this. I got this in a trade. I traded trees and shrubs at Highland Hill Farm that we raised for this shotgun. Now, it only took me about 500 video postings on YouTube to find somebody that had this gun that would trade for some trees and shrubs. But it was possible. I did do it. And I got other guns in the trade at the same time. But this is, of all the guns that I have in this gun cabinet, this is my favorite gun, the Model 870.